Welcome to another video in getting to know the Milestone tool. In this video, we're going to review the main menu options so you can familiarize yourself with some of the features and tools that are in the Milestone tool. So to start with, once you first log in to the tool, you're presented with the main screen where basically you're selecting the youth that you want to start updating their milestones. So once you do select a youth, you can actually click on this icon at the top here. That gives you some graphs and some overviews pertaining to the particular youth that is currently active. So it does, however, show you how many total youth in care that you have in the tool, how many goals are set for the particular youth, how many milestones are applicable to the particular youth, and how many milestones have been completed by that youth. We've got a status overview, some of the upcoming milestones, and some of the overdue milestones in the system. So that's the dashboard area. The milestone area, this is where you actually get into the milestones and review the milestones in the various categories and start putting in your goal dates and your statuses. Your profile allows you to update your profile information, your login password, your cell phone number. Feature does have some cell phone integration, so you'll definitely want to put your cell phone number in there to take advantage of that. The rest of the information here is straightforward, other than indicating who your resource worker is here. All right, and then once you make your changes, click Submit to save your updates. The other option here is once I go over the forum is a place where you can enter some questions and then other caregivers can go in there and respond to your questions if you've got some questions that you want to be addressed in an open forum type format. And when somebody replies to a question that you've submitted to the forum, as long as you turn this checkbox on, you will automatically be notified when somebody puts in a response to one of your questions. All right, so the next one is add new youth. If you do have a new youth that's come into your home, then you can come in here and add all of that new youth or all of the youth if you're just starting out into your profile so that you can begin updating their milestones. The journal area is a place where you can put in some notes that you want to make. As the information here indicates, you can put in some comments that are, they don't have to be related to a milestone. There's the comment feature in the milestone area for that. But this can be a place where you can put things that you'd like to celebrate about your youth. Maybe they're doing well or excelling in any particular area. You can just memorialize those comments and thoughts here in the journal area. Might be some things you might want to celebrate about your youth. They're doing well, so again, you can put those things here. Or it might be an incident that has happened, and again, you just want to, while that incident is fresh in your mind, you might want to document some of those details here so that at a future date, you've got everything and all the details when it actually happened. So one of the things that you can do with the journal is submit them by using your SMS app on your phone. So all you have to do that is just type up your comment, include your youth's first initial and last initial, and text it to this number right here. All right, so for example, let's say that, we'll use the example that is here in the little example area. Your child came home crying from school, and you sent an email to your child's or your youth's teacher at school, and you just want to document that here in the journal area. So you just open up your SMS app. What we would suggest is that you go into your contacts and just add a new person. Maybe the person's first name can be Milestone and their last name can be Tool, and then their cell phone number would be that number. So it makes it easy to access the Milestone tool and send a comment send a journal entry through your SMS app. So basically you go in there, you write up your message, and you just indicate your youth's initials. So that has to match exactly to the youth's initials as they are um, entered into your youth profile. So you can see here from the youth profile in the area where we've got first initial and last initial. In this example, it's just DR. So what we've got here is DR, came home crying from school today. I sent an email to your teacher. You send that, and then that journal entry will appear here. And you can do that so you don't have to, stop what you're doing, go to your computer, log into the tool, and submit the journal entry. You can just do it very quickly on your phone by sending an SMS message. All right, so that's the journal area. Next area is our calendar. So you can use this for appointments, things that are going on with your youth. You can just click on a particular day to start adding a new calendar entry and just fill in the basic information, click submit, goes onto your calendar, or you can just click add new from the top, and again, you'll just start filling in a new calendar entry, and that's how you add information to the calendar, and the system will send you reminders for when those calendar event dates are coming up. All right, the next option is the forum. So in this question, this is an area where you can add questions, and then other foster parents or child and care workers can come into this area, we see your question and reply to it. And you can get those replies as indicated earlier in the video to your email address if you turn on the automatic notification, right? So another just a good place for questions and answers within the group of all your foster parents and caregivers. In the forms area, now this is an area that we are currently working on and continue to upgrade. And we want to have some online forms here, so you can have medication forms, respite forms. There'll be additional forms that will be here in this area as you go along. So basically, if I wanted to add a new form, now you can think of these forms just like think of it as a physical piece of paper. So typically on your medication form, you've got that form. Once it's filled out, you file it away and you start a new one. Well, the same idea here. I can click on add new, put in my child's name, the worker, physician, their medications, dosages, reasons, side effects, date prescribed, date reviewed. If there's more than one medication that your child is on, you can kind of do like med 1 here, and then the second medication, this is going to be med 2. Again, you indicate the information about the particular medication, and then here you've got a med and the time. So I can do med 1, at 8 a.m. if it's a morning med, and I can just click that one there to indicate that that has been administered. And then I can do med 2. Oops. Med 2, maybe it's at 8 p.m. And again, I can indicate there that it has been administered. So I've got the AM and the PM, that kind of thing like that. All right, very similar to the way the physical medication form works. And I can put in some notes at the bottom, and I can save the form as many times as I'd like. And then once I submit the form cannot be edited after you submit it. Basically, once it's submitted, it can go to the administration team to look at it and review it if that needs to be reviewed at some point in the future. So again, we'll continue to add different forms into the system as time progresses, if it makes sense to put those forms here. And then the other option here is the support area. This allows you to actually send a question to the actual technical support team of the Milestone tool. If you've got a deeper question, something that's maybe a question that the form is not appropriate for the forum area, then you can use this option to send an actual question to the support team, and then we'll get back to you on that. Here is an option where you can actually suggest a milestone to be put into the system. The milestones are a work in progress. We've done our best effort to include the milestones that we feel appropriate at this time, but there definitely may be some milestones that that you might come up with that might be a real great addition to the platform. So if you've got an idea for a milestone, then please, as it indicates, provide some good example verbiage. Don't just say, hey, put in a milestone about a child's teacher. Give the exact verbiage, the more details that you provide with your suggestion, is it better that we can finally come up with a final crafted version of that milestone and get it uploaded into the system. And then last but not least, we've got some videos, and this is going to be a growing area where we will add some training videos. We'll probably spin this off into its own option up at the top as time progresses, and we've got some more video content, which we're actively working on right now. So look for that in the future. So that is a basic outline of some of the main menu options that we've got here. The other option that I forgot to mention was you can log out at the top right corner, and we do have a reward system that is in the milestone tool. We're going to be developing that further, but if you've got a youth that responds well to rewards, then this might be something that you might be interested in looking into. So we'll do another video on the reward system, how that works, and see if that's something that that your youth that you can use to motivate your youth if they respond well to rewards. All right, that concludes this video.